Let's have an honest conversation about growing your business. To have that honest conversation, we have to dive into what could be a very uncomfortable topic. That topic is about money. Money, profit, making money. Our culture has some things to say about this, and frankly, it doesn't put us in a mindset for growth. It puts us in one of decay. So we're going to talk about this today as we go from profit to purpose, knowing your why for growth and how that helps actually move your business forward. I want to thank you for listening to the HaltingWinter Podcast. I'm your host, Seth Winterhalter. You can check out our YouTube channel. If you want to watch instead of just listen, you can go there. Just search for my name, Seth Winterhalter, and it will come up. And then you can see my wild expressions and my ugly mug, and maybe that will inspire you towards growth. I don't know how that works, but hey, before we dive into the topic, let me encourage you to check out our brand new program. It's for business owners who want to double their revenue, grow their business, and really 10x their life. I care about business owners' lives, the totality of your life, not just your profession, but your person. And this is a program focused on the 6 major parts of your business. We're going to install frameworks to help your business dramatically increase your revenue. We've done this with hundreds of business, and we want you to soar, but not just professionally. We want you to soar personally. So my aim is to help business owners 10x the totality of their life. So if you're like, man, that I would like not only to grow my business, yes, but I would like some insight into my life, because maybe you feel a dichotomy. Maybe you feel like there's your professional life and then there's your personal life, and there seems to be not a lot of cohesion between the two, which is why you have stress, which is why relationships are a bit unraveled and unhealthy. And man, I want to see that change for you. So if that's of interest to you, go to smallbizflightschool.com, smallbizflightschool, B-I-Z, smallbizflightschool.com. Check out the link in our notes. Let's dive into today's topic, going from profit to purpose, knowing your why for growth. Now let's talk about that topic, right? Making more money. If you want to grow your business, you're going to grow your revenue. You need to grow your revenue. You can't grow business with right, fairy dust and unicorns. Like, it takes money to grow a business. And as you grow, you should be making more money. That's why we need to have an honest conversation from the beginning. There is shame when it comes to money. Number one, there's cultural shame. Think about it, right? Who are we? We're dogging the 1%. We're dogging wealthy business owners and their greed. And again, there are some greedy people in the world. We're going to talk about that in just a moment. There are plenty of greedy people, selfish people, self-serving people. But I do not think that is the majority of people. I think that that's what the media wants to show you, because the media needs eyeballs. The media loves drama, and we got to remember that. But that's a reality in culture right now. You see a lot of protests. You see a lot of flag waving about people that make money and how they're no good, dirty, rotten scoundrels. And then we say that, you know, all of us poor people with our $2,000 iPhones, we're the good people. Okay, I don't know. So there's cultural shame. And then the fact is there's religious shame. A lot of people brought up in whatever, is that Christianity, is that I'm sure outside, again, I grew up in a Christian community. I was a pastor for 20 years, and I feel that there's this, like, it's the root of all evil is money, and so we can't have money. We have to have a poverty mindset. And again, I think that's just stupid, and I'm going to tell you why. And that's not even the concept of that. The verse is the root of all evil is the love of money. Money is just a thing. It's just a tool. Money is just a concept, actually. It's not even an actual thing. And so it's the love of anything can become the root of all evil. It's when you love in such a way that it makes you self-consuming, self-obsessing. And that's what we want to be careful of. In fact, I'll give you a picture. Think about a grandfather clock. I want you to think about a huge grandfather clock, and right, it's got the pendulum, right? That's swinging back and forth. And here's the reality, that on that pendulum, it's going to swing one way to good, and it's going to swing another on the other side to evil, right? Good and evil. Well, here's the truth. Here is the truth. Things are not black and white when it comes to when it comes to people and morality. And so the truth is that you are part of that pendulum. You swing on that pendulum. Some days you have good days and you're very sacrificial. You're looking for ways to serve. And other days you are very selfish. You are very focused on yourself, right? You're not. They're selfless and they're selfish, and let's just be honest. We move all the time on that pendulum. I hope that I'm more on the side of good than I am of evil, and that's what I hope to do with my life. I want to swing more on the side of good. I want to swing more on the side of selfless than of selfish. And I hope that's what you want. You want to serve your customers. You want to make the world a better place, both with your business and with the profits of your business, with the profits that you take personally out of your business and how you live. That doesn't mean you need to be some pauper and give all your money away and you should feel guilty about the house that you live in and the vacations you go on. Listen, all those things help people make money too. If no one goes on vacation, if we just kill the tourism industry, is that what we're going to do? That's healthy? Like people just, again, people are very, I have to be careful because again, I'm a fun-loving guy. Like I want to have fun. I want to encourage, but there's a lot of stupidity in the world. And so I feel like I need to call it out. I feel like, right, I have this small little platform, this small little podcast that 3 of you listen to. And so I want to do my job to call out the stupidity as well, because it's just a shallow way of thinking that doesn't look on how all things are impacting, right? People have jobs in tourism. People have jobs making high-end cars. Do we need high-end cars? Do we need Bugattis? Probably not. But there's multiple things that go into that. There's craftsmanship. There's artistry. There's engineering. There's the technology that comes down from those cars into the Honda Civic and the Toyota. Whatever. I don't know. Taurus. Is that a Taurus? Is Toyota? Who cares and who knows? Here's the thing. Like, it's more connected than we care to think about. It's easy to look ahead of you, to look above you and go, oh, that's evil. When you do, right, if you were put in a third world country, American, right, if you American were put in a third world country, you would look very spoiled and would feel very shame driven. But here's the thing, you don't live there. You live here. And there's different realities going on. And so let's just be careful of shame. I will be for the rest of my life a fierce advocate to just whenever I see shame to burn it to the ground. Shame is an evil and it is used in the name of righteousness far too often. And I think it's BS. Let's be real honest with you, because I have experienced a lot of shame in my life, and it is used predominantly by very self-righteous people that are upset that they don't have a life that they want, and they won't work to get it. Instead, it's easier to demonize everyone else around them and to find ways to shame them because they're lazy and pathetic. There it is. There's a soapbox for you. So be careful. Be careful. That doesn't mean there's not evil people in the world who are business owners, who aren't greedy as all get out, who screw over their customers, right? Who are selfish, who don't just bait and switch. They bait and hoodwink you, right? There's plenty of those people in the world. And that's why, listen, this is why you who are trying to swing on the pendulum of good more so than evil, who are trying to be selfless, who are trying to serve your customers and do good and still make money and still grow your business. Listen, those evil people are going to grow their businesses. They're going to make money. I want to keep the money from them. I want to do whatever I can to make the money by doing good in the world. So I'm going to make as much money as possible, because more money in my pocket is less money in their pocket. And I know that I will do good with it, right? So I want you to adopt this framework. I want you to get passionate about growing your business, about serving your customers, about making more money so you can serve more people and have a bigger impact, and you can take the money out of crappy people's hands and use that for good in the world, whether that's in your business, whether that's in your civic involvement, whatever that is. Let's do good with money instead of letting, right, not good people make more just because I don't want to grow. I don't want to make more money because, right, people will think bad of me. Stop caring what people think. People are dumb, right? And the people that look down on you because you make money, you don't want in your life anyway. Like, you do you. And by doing you, I don't mean some self-consumed version of you. I mean, you gotta own. This is why, again, we're going to talk about it. This is why having a mission is so important. Your business needs a mission, and you need a mission. We're going to talk about that in the next podcast. You need a mission for your life, because people are going to call you out. The more successful you are in life, the more people are going to demonize you, because people below you, those people, there's plenty of lazy people who want what you have, but who don't want to work for it. So it's easier to cry foul and make themselves feel better about their laziness. You can tell I'm fired up about this. I get fired up about it because you take it, right? It's you who are trying to do good, and now you take it from both sides. It is hard to grow a business. It's hard to double your revenue year after year. It takes a lot of work. It takes a lot of saying no to things that will distract you and yes to the important things. What you don't need in light of that are people around you, especially people that you think are friends or family members, demonizing you because you are doing good with your life. Instead, they're just jealous that they won't take responsibility and ownership to do the same things. So what you don't need is that. Just cut those people out, right? You got to figure out what that looks like. Maybe that's a whole nother podcast, is the different levels and different ways of giving some boundaries, of getting some distance to people that aren't going to row with you, aren't going to encourage you. And this is why, if I can just say again, this is why we have flight school. Flight school is about putting eagles with eagles. Stop hanging around with crows, because all crows do is squawk. You need to be around eagles who are going to soar, eagles who are going to encourage you, eagles who are going to remind you that, hey, you're a good person, and you want to do good with the growth that you're going to encounter. We're not here to, and if you're not a good person, I don't want you in flight school. If you just want to serve yourself and get rich quick, I'm not interested in helping you. I'm interested in helping people who care about the people around them, their communities, care about doing good with their businesses. That's what I'm about. Okay, sorry, sometimes you get on this microphone and you just soapbox up. So here we go. But I think it's important, and I think this is a big deal. I think there are people, especially the ones that I want to work with, who they got some head work to do, right? Owning a business is probably more about mindset than it is even about the work. It's easy to run a business. It's hard to get out of your mind. A lot of things to work through. So how do we do this then? How do we grow our business? How do we move from a profit mindset and get out of that it's all about money, it's all about money? Well, this is one of the ways. In your mission statement, you're going to have economic drivers, and you need those. And that's why when you do a mission statement, with me at least, and we say, hey, we're going to accomplish these three things, people will be like, oh, are we just all about money now? It's just about money? Listen, you need economic drivers in your mission, because money is factual. Emotions aren't. How do you measure, right? If your mission statement says we're gonna have the best customers who love us and who only want to use us, okay, how do you measure that? How do you measure love of your customers? Like, you can't measure it, and that's the problem. So you have no idea if you're growing, and in fact, you're going to shrink. You're going to, right? Well, we're just going to give all our money away. Then you're not going to have a business. You have a nonprofit, and even nonprofits have to have cash, right? I know I ran nonprofits for 20 years. Like, you can't run a nonprofit without cash. Everything takes cash. And so you have to have factual, measurable, statistical analysis, things that are actually going to grow your business. We will accomplish X, those economic objectives. So you have to be okay with making money. You're going to accomplish X by Y, the timeline, because of. And that's what now the because of is just as important as the first two. Right? You need economic objectives. You need a timeline, not some 5-10 year thing. What are you doing this year to grow your business right now? But you need then the Z, because of. This is how you move from profit to purpose. Why does your business exist? There's a great book. If you're a reader, read it, get the audio version. Simon Sinek has a book. It's called Start With Why. And in the book, Sinek argues the most successful individuals and organizations in the world, they start with a clear sense of purpose, which guides then, once you figure out your purpose, that guides decisions. It inspires people to follow. And that's what we need to do. We need a mission that guides our decision making and inspires everyone to row in the same direction towards a specific destination. You want to ignite your team to accomplish big things. You want to ignite yourself to accomplish big things. You want to eradicate even the concept of quiet quitting from your business. Start with why. Again, you can go into Simon Sinek's book. I'll just tell you a little bit more. He talks about the golden circle, and there's 3 layers: the what, the how, and the why. And he says the problem is most businesses focus on the what and the how. What we offer, we know what we offer, we know what products we have, we know how we deliver those products, products, we know all of our features and all of our benefits, and in fact, this is how we sell, right? This is what we do, this is how we do it, do you want it? And we never get into the why. We often overlook the importance of the why, but the why, I would say, is the most important. It's the underlying purpose. It's the belief that drives us. Our why creates a deep sense of purpose and guides our actions and inspires us to grow. If you are like, man, I don't even know if I want to grow, it's because you don't have a purpose. And maybe your business shouldn't grow. Maybe your business is just a business. And this is, it needs a why. Why does it exist? What service is it doing? Growing enables us to serve more and increase our impact. And this is why when you ever see my all of my kind of offer statements, it's all about, I want to grow your business and your impact. And that's why I keep that word in there. It's because I don't want to just grow businesses for the sake of more cash. I want to grow a business that has greater impact. And to have greater impact, you need more cash. Cash allows you to grow. It allows you to serve more people. It allows you to get better at what you do. That doesn't happen by, again, unicorns and fairy dust. This ain't no Peter Pan world. This isn't Neverland. This is the real world, right? And it takes profit to stay in business and to grow. So, if maybe you need help, maybe you're like, man, okay, well, we don't have a mission statement. We definitely don't have economic objectives we're trying to reach that are clearly articulated that would actually help us grow. But most of all, we don't know a why. Maybe I have all those things, but we have no idea why we exist. We just exist. We're an old company. We've existed forever. Like, well, we've never thought about why. We just do. That's why you don't have momentum. It's why you don't have camaraderie. You can't just get on Zoom and hope for camaraderie. You need a compelling why, and you need to beat that drum over and over and over till not only everyone is sick of it, but it's tattooed on everyone's brains. This is why, and it's got to really matter. It's got to fire people up to go, yes, this is important work. And you say, well, I don't know, our work is pretty boring. It's not really important. Yeah, it is. You just haven't figured it out yet. You haven't dove in to why it matters. And again, if you need help, that I would love to help. I'd love to sit down with you and chat and figure out how we could do some mining, how we could do some investigating there to help you discover your why. This is one of the key action steps we take in our flight school program. This is the program we have. It helps you tune up your business so you can fly higher, farther, and faster. We don't just talk about growth. We don't want to just think about growth. We want to take actionable steps to actually make growth a reality. So if that's of interest to you, you want to grow your business, you want to double your revenue, apply today. Go to smallbizflightschool.com, smallbiz, B-I-Z, smallbizflightschool.com, and check it out. Here's how we're going to take action. We're going to start with why. We're going to ask ourselves, why in the world does our business exist? What problems are we actually solving, and why does it matter that these are solved? Ask yourself those questions and your why will start to become obvious. Maybe you've never thought about what problem. Maybe you just think about your products and you've got it backwards, right? Your products are important, but they're only important because they should solve a problem for a specific people, for a person. And that's your audience. That's your target audience. So start with why. Think about it professionally. What we're going to talk about next week is start with why personally. There is a dichotomy, I think, with people where their business why is not connected to their personal why, and it's why they have dichotomy and friction in their lives. And we want to help you with that. So clarify the purpose for your business, and that will become the bass drum. You as the owner, you as the key leader, that is your job. You are the driver of that rhythm that's going to inspire growth, that's going to increase revenue and multiply your impact. Tune in next week as we dive deeper into the why, now moving from professional to personal. Why is discovering your personal why so vital for the success of your business? Tune in next time and I'll tell you why. Until then.